Estará en casa. Serán las 8. Debe de estar cansado. But wait, none of those are future, they're guesses. So why is Spanish using future forms? Amigas y amigos, welcome back. This is Profe Juan, and by the end of this video, you'll understand how Spanish talks about probability, why future tenses are often not about the future, and the most common ways native speakers make guesses. And as I always tell you, not complicated grammar, just how Spanish actually works, okay? And attention, because most learners discover the future tense and think, hey, great, comeré, iré, hablaré, easy, just the future. Then they hear, ¿dónde estará Juan? And suddenly the translation doesn't work, because Spanish often uses future forms for probability, not just future events. Let me remind you first, when we talk about probability, we're not describing facts. We're describing what we think is probably true. We're making an educated guess, and Spanish has several ways to do that. This is the core idea. Spanish often uses future forms to express probability, not certainty, not facts, guesses, possibilities, predictions about reality. Now let's see how this works. Let's talk about the future of probability and look at this. ¿Dónde estará Juan? Where could Juan be? Literally is, where will Juan be? But that's not the real meaning, right? We just said it. Where could Juan be? The speaker is guessing. But let me give you more examples. Estará en casa. He's probably at home. Serán las 8. It's probably 8 o'clock. Tendrá unos 30 años. He or she probably is around 30 years old. Notice what's happening. The future tense isn't talking about the future, it's talking about uncertainty. And this surprises so many learners because Spanish can use a future form for something happening right now. Debe de estar cansado. He must be tired. The speaker doesn't know. They're making a deduction. Debe de estar trabajando. He's probably working because at this time, right now it's 2 p.m. and it's a Wednesday. Hey, this guy is probably working. Debe de vivir cerca because I've seen this person so many times around in this supermarket. Hey, debe de vivir cerca. He probably lives nearby. Deben de estar ocupados. They're probably busy. And this is one of the most common ways Spanish expresses probability, especially in conversation. But sometimes Spanish makes the guess even more explicit. And we have keywords that are fantastic, chef kiss, hermosa, fantástica, una delicia. Quizá llegue tarde. Maybe he or she will arrive late. Tal vez está ocupado. Maybe he or she is busy. Probablemente viene mañana. He'll probably come tomorrow. These words immediately tell the listener, hey, this is not certain. It's a possibility, a guess, an expectation. These words are so important and so useful in the Spanish language. Hey, write them down because you're gonna use it so many times, okay? Now, let's compare this. ¿Está en casa? Fact. Or at least presented as a fact. Estará en casa. He's probably at home. This is a guess. Debe de estar en casa. He must be at home. Strong guess. Quizá esté en casa. Maybe he's at home. No certainty. Spanish gives speakers many ways to express different levels of confidence. But you may be thinking, hey, is this really important? And let me tell you, it is. Many learners translate estará en casa as he will be at home. Sometimes that's correct, but very often it means he's probably at home. And if you miss that, you miss the speaker's attitude, you know, this emotional part. The speaker isn't predicting the future. The speaker is expressing probability, and that's the key. And again, Spanish has different tools for different levels of certainty. The important idea is simple. These expressions don't present information as certain. They present it as probable, as a guess, as a possibility. And that's how Spanish talks about probability. But now it's your turn. Write one sentence expressing probability. You can use quizá or deber or a structure in the future. It's your choice, okay? One sentence is more than enough. As I always tell you, I'll make sure to correct them. I'll make sure to give you a thumbs up, to chat with you for a couple minutes. Hey, I want you to learn Spanish. And if you want to understand why Spanish sometimes use future forms for things that aren't actually future, watch our video, Future in Spanish Explained. Watch it next. It's right there, we have it. You have it right there, just one click away. And amigas y amigos, if this helped you understand how Spanish talks about probability, like the video, subscribe y nos veremos en el próximo video. Chao, chao.